Why black men seem to have better luck finding wives in China. This is actually something a lot of people are curious about, so let me break down the key reasons.
What up, this is Solo Traveler ORD, back with another video review. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to hit that bell while you are here. With this video review, I actually stumbled on this one video. Basically, is saying that Chinese women are looking for black men. And of course, we know that this is not all Chinese women that is in China. Of course, it's going to be a selective few that are actually looking for black men. But for some odd reason, they actually made a video about this, stating what they're looking for and why they're actually choosing black men. So let's go ahead and jump into this video.
Now, you might wonder why black men often end up marrying beautiful Chinese women. Well, it's because they've got these three amazing qualities that, honestly, most Chinese men just haven't mastered. Let me break this down for you. In Guangzhou, which people sometimes call Little Africa, there's a pretty significant black community. Right now, there are over 2 million black people living and studying in China, with more than 50,000 legally registered. They're working in all sorts of fields, sports, teaching English, international trade, you name it. Because they're involved in these industries, they get to interact with lots of Chinese people and make tons of Chinese friends. This really opens up their opportunities for growth and helps them put down roots in China.
You see that, a lot of these people, what you see, a lot of the black men, they are in the communities, they are, a part of society. And that's one of the reasons why they're able to find a Chinese woman. And that's what makes them even more appealing. So this is one of the things that we talk about, we preach about needing to go to other countries, is that once you create your roots in these countries, you will definitely find the right woman that you're looking for.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Why did so many black people choose to develop their careers here? Well, it all goes back to China's reform and opening up policy. Back then, China established some really strong trade relationships with countries in Africa and Europe. Some African folks came to China, saw how harmonious and rich our social life was, realized China had amazing potential for development, and just didn't want to leave. Some even brought their whole families over, started living here, got married, had kids, and that's why the black population just kept growing. Here's another question people often ask. Why do so many Chinese women choose to marry African men instead of Chinese men? This has led to more single Chinese men and an increasing black population. There
Really?
are three main reasons, and that third one.
Before they go further, 'cause I remember I was hearing about the fact that there is a lot of single Chinese men, and I thought that was because the ratio was skewed, that there was more men than women. So this is actually pretty bad for them, that that these other men are coming over and they're able to, get women from China and so forth. And of course, you got not only from Africa, people from Europe, black men from there, and of course from the US.
Chinese men just can't compete with it. Let me explain all three. First off, black men tend to be more attentive. They just get women's subtle feelings, And they're so good with sweet talk. Once you've won their heart, they'll treat you like absolute treasure, making you happy every single day. And during holidays, oh my goodness, they're just so romantic. They'll go
That's the
above and
swag.
beyond to surprise you and touch your heart. Women just can't bear to leave that kind of tenderness. Sure, they might have darker skin, but when it comes to romance, they're absolutely incredible. Way better than Chinese men at this stuff. Just this one quality alone makes them winners. I mean, don't all women love romance? So all you single Chinese guys out there, if you get the chance, maybe learn a thing or two about romance from black men. Don't let Chinese women slip away. Second reason?
Before we go further with that, it's funny because especially men in our culture, we know that we were raised to not to say it in a sense of, I'm gonna say it bad, but I hate to say it, but men were raised to somewhat worship women, especially black women in the black culture in the United States. And that alone has made black men marketable across the globe because of the amount of respect that we give women. And a lot of women from other cultures, they like that. They like that we actually respect them and actually want to listen to what they have to say. Of course, we're always trying to resolve the issue that they have, but we will take the time out to listen and try to put our foot forward to make our partners satisfied.
The black people who've come to China are super hardworking. and they make good money too. Maybe it's their natural talents, but they've achieved amazing results in international trade, teaching, and other fields. They've earned enough to buy homes and cars in first-tier cities, putting them ahead of like 80% of Chinese men. Plus, they're physically strong, moving stuff is just a piece of cake for them. This naturally attracts lots of Chinese girls. The third reason is heartbreaking, and it's complicated. We've developed this trend of worshiping foreign things. Some Chinese women think having a foreign boyfriend gives them status and makes them proud. They also believe mixed-race babies are super cute, and they really want one. Black men have this genetic advantage that Chinese men just can't compete with. Even though black men have many advantages, I still hope Chinese women will think carefully about their future lives and consider all factors when choosing a partner. I believe Chinese men will become more and more excellent in the near future, develop their self-confidence, and attract more women. Hopefully, we'll see fewer and fewer single men in China. So, how would you choose your husband?
You know what's really interesting? Why black men seem to have better luck finding wives in China. This is actually something a lot of people are curious about, so let me break down the key reasons. First off, let's be real, black people often receive certain advantages in China.
Really?
Like, black international students can get scholarships, and there are some work subsidies available when they stay here. Plus, they typically earn pretty good money, which honestly matches what many Chinese women are looking for in a partner. And here's another thing. Black men often excel at emotional connection. They're not shy about expressing their feelings and know how to create those romantic moments and surprises. That's something a lot of Chinese men haven't quite mastered yet. Like, while Chinese guys might still be hesitating and tiptoeing around, black men are already all in, making their move. This kind of direct approach can really sweep Chinese women off their feet, you know? There's also this interesting dynamic where, in some other countries, black people might face more discrimination compared to white people. But China tends to be more inclusive. We don't generally have those same prejudices. Plus, some women have this idea that everything foreign is better. They might be attracted to black men's physical strength and, other perceived advantages.
Before we move forward, I did want to talk about that one thing about the fact that people have always stated, they have lied or even put it out there in the media saying that China could be racist and that they don't like black people and this and that. And you can see from what they're saying is basically different to what was being spoken out or whatever. And I have a theory that most of it was because of maybe black women. They felt that they didn't have a good experience and they have spread that narrative. But of course, we know that men and women have different experiences whenever they travel, going to these different countries. So, so far, what I've heard from other men that they have had great experience there in China.
So, ironically, black men often find more acceptance and better marriage prospects here in China. The growing trend of Chinese women marrying black men really challenges some people's traditional views. Like, is it because young women today have different preferences, or are black men actually offering something more? I'm not being prejudiced here. I just sometimes wonder about certain cultural aspects. I'm curious what you all think about Chinese women marrying black men. Do they really have some special qualities? From what I've seen around me, there are quite a few beautiful Chinese women dating black men. And their kids, they often have a lighter complexion. Some people wonder if future generations will have even lighter skin. This kind of interracial relationship is becoming more common nationwide. Let's talk about some statistics. There are now over 700,000 black people in China, and that number keeps growing each year. Guangzhou's Sanyuanli area has the highest concentration. Some people online are wondering if China will have a significant black population everywhere in the coming years. Nobody can really predict that, right? So, what exactly attracts Chinese women to black men? It really comes down to two main points. Give me just 2 minutes to explain. First, there's this common belief about black people having exceptional physical qualities. Living in challenging environments historically meant they needed to stay active and work hard physically. This helped develop their muscles and cardio strength.
Basically, we look sexy to them. They like our physical aspect of what we have with all the muscles and everything.
Their traditional diet and lifestyle have contributed to their physical capabilities too. Black people often have a specific type of muscle fiber that allows for quick, powerful muscle contractions, great for explosive sports. This shows in their outstanding physical strength and endurance. We've all seen how talented many black people are in sports, music, and performance. That's just a fact, and it's something many Chinese women admire. Second point, simple curiosity leads some Chinese women to pursue relationships with black men. This isn't about saying black men are better or worse. Everyone has their own preferences, right? Interracial relationships can be exciting because they bring different cultural perspectives together. That's part of what intrigues Chinese women and gives them the courage to try something different. It offers them a taste of a different cultural tradition. Plus, let's be honest, black people's distinct appearance makes them stand out wherever they go, showing a different kind of beauty.
Yep.
Maybe black men do have some advantages over local guys in certain aspects. Otherwise, why would so many Chinese women be interested in them? But here's my friendly reminder. Marriage isn't something to take lightly. Really
Nope.
think it through carefully.
That is true. You know, you definitely gotta make sure you know what you're about to commit yourself to. You know, but it's interesting that she says that, you know, they love our attributes and our talents. That's one of the biggest things that draw them to us, to black men and so forth. So, but let me know what you guys think about the video. Is this video right? For those of you that actually have been to China, let us know. Of course, this is Solo Traveler ORD. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'm out.